Right now, we're turning to tornadoes, heat, and very little snow or ice. You may remember 2024 was just a year of some really wild weather.
It is Earth Week, and NBC5's Kate Chappell is taking a look at the weather impact last year and what's to come.
July 15, 2024 was a record-breaking weather day in Illinois. 32 tornadoes tore through the National Weather Service Chicago forecast area, wreaking havoc from Illinois to Indiana. The derecho setting a record for the most tornadoes from a single severe weather event in the 23-county forecast area. Before that day, there was only one time in recorded history that many tornadoes touched down in an entire year.
The previous record was 58 tornadoes in 2023.
The National Weather Service issues warnings and alerts and also surveys damage after a storm. 2024 kept the team in Romeoville busy. It was also the warmest on record in Chicago.
Almost 4 degrees above normal for the year. And that's records that go back to the 1870s.
The city saw a 3-day bout of extreme heat in late August.
The average high temperature was 96 degrees and even more extreme. The average nighttime low temperature was only 75 degrees.
But the biggest warming trends were unexpected.
That was really most intense in February when we were 8 to 9 degrees above normal. We were mild when we expect to be cold, and that really combined with a pretty warm fall made for a very warm year in Chicago, the warmest on record.
And a year with extremely low snow totals. Chicago more than 16 inches below normal, with well below average ice concentration on Lake Michigan.
What that means is that our coastlines are more exposed to erosion and heavy wave kind of action during the wintertime when we have those winter storms.
Work continues to protect Chicago's precious shoreline and mitigate the impact of strong storms.
Ice acts as a protective barrier and can prevent erosion during the wintertime.
In partnership with the City of Chicago and Park District, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers has 2 reaches, or sections of shoreline left, to complete the Shoreline Protection Project that started in the late 90s.
Morgan Shoal, Promontory Point. We have a proposed design for Morgan Shoal.
The Corps also working now, 30 years later, to reevaluate 12 new sections of the shoreline to be reconstructed for resiliency.
We've noticed that the periods of time in between high lake level events and low lake level events are getting a little bit closer together. What are the threats to the coast and the shoreline from that, and what can we do about it?
Kate Chappell, NBC5 News.
Thanks to Kate.
I feel like we got let off easy this winter.